July 12, 1995. A very pregnant Misty Hatfield makes her way to UT Medical Center, where she delivers her 7-pound, 3 3/4 ounce baby girl, who she named Cierra Hatfield. This little girl is me. And today I'm going to be talking to you about my past, my present, and hopefully my future. And I'm going to be doing this by using several, I think, symbolic items that really showcase who I am as a person, who I always have been. So a little backstory on me. I was pretty much raised in Frakes, Kentucky, where later on I moved to Clearfield, Tennessee. I spent most of my time with my family and then on the bank of a little creek behind my house in Frakes. And on this little creek, that's where I would play with all my cousins and stuff. And we would go from trying to jump our bikes on the creek to riding in the lane to, playing Survivor, which was back in the day, it was a very popular show, but we'd take that television show and we'd pretend, and have fun like that. But ever since when I was little, I was always around my family. I was very sheltered. My mom never let me stay a night with anybody unless she knew them, that was kin to us. So I was always in this small, community. I live in a town probably less than 1,000 anyway, so I've always been very sheltered. And I think one item that very accurately describes me when I was younger is this orange stretch ball. This actually is what me and my great-grandmother would throw back and forth. She had really bad arthritis in her hands. So we'd throw it, she'd catch it, she'd squeeze it. And when I was younger, I didn't know that was actually, some sort of physical therapy for her. But that was, me and her just having fun, me doing, like always, having some hands-on thing. So when I was younger, I think what most accurately describes me was a child that was constantly around her family, was constantly busy doing something, whether outside, inside, I was always doing something. So presently, I just graduated from Bell County High School, and this upcoming fall I'm going to be attending the University of Tennessee. And hopefully, I'm going to be pursuing the biomedical engineer degree, and then later on going on to medical school. But one thing I think, one symbol that describes me today is this old Old Spice cologne bottle. It's in the shape of a car, which is, you don't see many things like that. But, I'm taking the very first steps into the rest of my life. And to me, I feel like it's going to be a journey. So I think, this little car describes that. I'm taking a piece from my past, and, I'm going with it. I'm going to this place that, I've never been. I'm going from a small town of maybe 1,000 to a huge, huge city. I'm not going to be sheltered like I was when I was growing up. And so, I'm making this journey to the rest of my life. So futurely, I hope to be an orthopedic surgeon. So one thing that I thought most, accurately describes that would be a stethoscope. Because when I'm a doctor, my whole reason for wanting to be a doctor, from when I was younger to, not knowing it, but helping somebody with physical therapy, to now, I've always wanted to help people. And I've always wanted people to enjoy their life. We only get one life. And I want to be the person that sets that person to enjoy and can, most accurately just grab hold of life and just, live it to its fullest. And that's why I'm going so much into education. That's why I'm going so far with my education, so I can help somebody. Whether that's helping a runner, that's got a little older, maybe can't run as good, to, put them back to a place where they can enjoy what they love, to just anything like that. As long as I'm helping somebody, that's what I want to do with my future. One thing I've not talked about yet is actually this bag. And this bag has actually traveled with me from all the way to New York City to Florida. And I've done a lot of traveling with HOSA, which is Health Occupation Students of America. And that's really been my passion the whole time I've been in high school. But as you can see, it's got like little things from US Airways, me traveling and stuff. And little thing from New York. But with my life, I've always traveled, and, I've always been really sheltered, but I've always wanted to go out there. And for my future and, just any concerns and stuff I may have is that, from having a sheltered, life to, going out, what's going to happen. I don't know that. But I know that I have a home, because I always have, and I've always had a good foundation with my family and stuff. But, like I've done, I want to be able to travel. I want to enjoy my life because I only get one life. But anyway, I hope you were able to see who I was when I was younger, from a little girl that loved being outside, and being with her family, to presently where, a nervous young woman about to embark on the rest of her life, to futurely hoping to be, an established orthopedic surgeon helping people make the most out of their lives. And so now that you know my story, I want to know yours.